Best performance, what was it that just wasn't going right for you?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think just got out of rhythm a little bit, quite a little bit, offensively, and that's where I need to make the plays to get us back into rhythm, make the makeable plays, I should say. And I think there was, a few locations, right before, I don't know off the top of my head, but that just aren't acceptable. But good news is a win's a win. And we're gonna get back at it. I'll watch the tape tonight, watch it again tomorrow, and then we're moving on.
When you hear Spencer, the fans maybe voicing a little bit of their displeasure, how does that kind of feel out there, and how does that maybe affect your headspace, if at all?
I think when we get stopped on third down and they're booing, like I feel the same way. I wish we converted the third down. But I think that the key to all that is knowing that I have a job to do, as is every member of the football team on any given play, and that's all we focus on. The past is behind, the future does not exist. All that we have is the present moment, and that's what we focus on today. Just got to do a better job next time, score some more points.
The first time you've gone out there with live bullets with this group, was it a chance to, was it a situation where you're looking to develop the chemistry with these guys in a live game situation, or?
Every team's different. Every offensive unit's different. Definitely, had a lot of, young guys in there today that did really well, I think, and, I have to see the tape, but yeah, that's definitely part of it. There's, you can practice football as much as you want, but there's nothing quite like being in there for a game, and obviously we need to grow offensively, and I think we will. I don't think this is representative of our offense at all, but that's the only performance that we've had so far this year. So I think as a unit we're really excited to move on and to try and beat Iowa State next week.
There are a lot of coaches who may make a change, if nothing else, to jumpstart an offense, regardless of who's the quarterback. What did it mean for you that Kirk was willing to stick with you throughout the whole game?
Yeah, no, I think didn't really think about it much. I think I was more focused on just the next play and trying to get something going. But yeah, that's a good question. I didn't really give it much thought.
Can you talk about the run game and the struggles that you guys had? It was pretty inconsistent all day.
I think it was pretty representative of just the whole day offensively. Without having watched the tape yet, I bet all of our bad plays were probably one guy away from going. Run game, that could be, it's one guy in a run play, it's one guy in a pass play, whatever that may be. So just the trick is just we've got our first game, we got our first win. Now let's get back to who we are, because that wasn't representative of who we are offensively.
How limited do you think you guys were, just with all the injuries to wide receiver and not being able to get some of the usual players in?
We definitely were short on personnel. I don't necessarily think that affected how we called the game, and I think South Dakota State first off did a pretty good job of playing some of the concepts that on tape looked great, and then as we got going, we had some really nice calls, and one guy away. It was me. In the second half, probably more than I would have liked. But yeah, I don't think we were limited at all. Like from a play calling standpoint, just strictly numbers, we were limited. I think we had 4 guys receiver or something like that.
How difficult was it to get your rhythm going when it seemed to be a South Dakota State defender in your face a lot early on?
Yeah, it's tough, but it's part of the game. I'll say it again, it's obviously that part's tough, but then the way to jumpstart it is to make the makeables. That's an easy way to jumpstart an offense, and I just don't think I made every makeable. I know I didn't make every makeable today. And that's all right. It's one of those games. It sucks when it happens, but I think there's going to be a lot on tape to build off. And I know we will improve. And like I said before, I don't think this is representative at all of our offense. We'll be better than that.
Couple more.
Was there a turning point in the game for you?
No, I don't think so. kind of felt the same. The rhythm kind of felt the same. I think we just, you know, at halftime, our main message was just we got to keep chopping because eventually we're going to pop and we're going to get into the rhythm and we're going to be just playing. And I don't think we did that. You know, you keep fighting, you keep, you know, trying to break the rock. And unfortunately today, offensively, it didn't. You know, we never got that just push to, all right, now we're playing, here we go, and now we're in rhythm. But a win's a win. We're 1-0. It's the best we could be today. And I think we're just gonna, you know, focus on next week.
Can you just speak to the defense and special teams that were so salty and maybe allowed you to, you know, have some room for error, I guess,
Yeah.
for lack of a better
I mean, you know, 3 points and the only points coming off a turnover, you know, on our side of the ball, you know, pick. It's really impressive. And, you know, Torrey, you know, yet again, doing an outstanding job, you know, keeping them pinned back. It felt like they were at their own 5 or 10 the whole game. And it's great, you know, like that's how, you know, what good teams need is when one unit is struggling, you know, the offense today, the other two need to pick us up, and that's exactly what the defense and special teams did today. And yeah, you know, our main goal moving forward is to make it a 3-phase contribution.
Okay, thanks, Spencer.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Spencer.